Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to Off the Farm Podcast. This is your host, Nuclear Salmon, alongside Brennan Gaiman.
Hey.
Today is Thursday, September 26th. It is 12:07 here on the west coast of the USA. How is everybody doing today? How is Brennan?
Oh, I doing good.
Doing good?
How's Nick work?
I'm doing pretty good.
And keep everybody in Florida. Pray for them for the hurricane
Yep.
coming in.
All of our thoughts and prayers there in Florida. All right. So, welcome in, everybody. We are going to start today off. So, yesterday, Giant Software has announced
Hutan Pantai
as the second base game map. This features a Japanese coastal city with a harbor, docks, train lines, and a dense downtown area. A little bit about the map here. Let's address the elephant, or should I say buffalo, in the room. This is the first East Asia inspired map from Giants. There's been nothing like this in the series before. Modlen.net writes, Japanese-style architecture, rice fields, and exotic nature, all of this adds an incredible charm.
Hutan Pantai
Features unique infrastructure in the style of Japanese cities. The developers didn't overlook the details. Massive neon signs, bright lights, and traditional Japanese temples can be seen on the map. All right, so let's dive into
Hutan Pantai
here. First image we have on the screen here. What do you think about this, Brennan?
Looks pretty good.
Yeah?
The details.
Yeah, I'm completely stunned by the
details.
buildings. Yeah, the buildings here, just
Got
the
the
details
fog
on the
in the
buildings. The details on the trees, the fog, just everything just looks really good, honestly. This honestly is a good looking map, in my opinion. These are in-game photos, I believe. I took this from the gameplay trailer there. So this looks like kind of a residential area. And in Japan, so Japan's got pretty big population for the size of the country. So Japan's pretty densely populated. So this is a really densely populated area here. Even though this kind of gives you... It's not really a rural setting because they have a mega city almost. There's a big city. We'll get to that here in a minute. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be like supposed to be Tokyo, but I think it's supposed to be like a coastal Japanese city there. There's another picture there, sorry. So here again, this is what we're talking about, the city area. Diving into the city area here. You can just see kind of how close quarters it is. And in the background, you can see we're down here by the harbor. And this is right when you come through. You're coming through some tall buildings here, and the harbor's right behind you.
Yeah. Looks pretty cool.
Another thing, this is our first picture of the little trike truck. I'm going to call it trike truck.
Look at the neon lights.
Yeah, look at the neon lights on there, bright lights.
That's the first of moments later.
The neons are looking pretty cool. I'm going to give it to Giants for that. Neons are looking good. But yeah, so these buildings are most likely static. I wouldn't expect, these buildings to be, you walk in them or not, but we'll see, maybe Yeah, maybe some productions. So here, getting a look at some of the farming, and some of these pictures might go back and forth from the farming to the city. We're gonna kind of just take a look at the whole map as a whole and dissect each one of these. So here we have a John Deere. It's pulling a what I think it's gonna be a beet harvester, right? Beet,
Yeah,
carrots, something like that.
just like we were using on Sri Lanka, right?
Yeah, it's a D Wolf. Looks to be a D Wolf, and then um, yeah, you kind of have that overpass on the back there. I'm not sure if that's a train overpass or if that looks like to be like a freeway going through.
Yeah.
And then another thing is, so this is a coastal city. It's going to be what looks to be a mix of forestry, farming. Not sure what else.
Oh
Could
yeah,
be
everything.
something else. Um, Japanese. Uh, in Japan, they have a big fishing industry, so we'll get to that a little bit later. Here's a close-up shot, the D Wolf. So, yeah, it looks like I'm gonna say beets. Yeah, those look like beets there.
Yeah.
Um, that looks pretty good. Looks like it's been redesigned a little bit.
Army with Alpha Ag. How you doing?
Maybe it's just the upgraded graphics, but that does look a
Oh,
little
look at
bit
that.
better than the Sri Lanka original version.
Oh, that does look good.
Welcome in, Walter, and Farming with Ag. Welcome in, everybody. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, it's got the John Deere up front pulling that harvester there, and
Yeah.
so this to me, I wonder, it's harvesting
Tractor.
without a tractor next to it pulling a trailer.
Yeah, that was a pain.
So this kind of looks like maybe this is going to hold a capacity in that middle part there.
Maybe it's a newer model.
Yeah. If you look at where the beets are coming up, so they come up from the harvester conveyor, whatever you want to call it, chain there. Come up that, and they shoot down here. It looks like a little prep area, little area here to get the greens off. There's another
Yeah.
conveyor on the right side here that looks like that's probably going to be shooting off greens there. For the tops, whatnot. I don't know. Could be, could not be. This main conveyor, definitely, this looks like the unload conveyor, right?
Yeah.
This but then so it comes up from that back area, it comes up to that middle main area there, and so there's nothing next to it unloading. It's unloading into, so it's got to have a capacity. So that's very interesting there. Here's another shot. So another shot of it harvesting. And here you can see that I want to say that is an overpass that we were looking at. That was almost like a freeway overpass, because in this shot you
Yeah.
can see behind there's the train overpass behind us. And
Yeah.
that's not connecting to this one. I don't think it is. So, yeah, another shot of the John Deere harvesting there. What is that? A 6R?
Example card. Yeah.
6M? Yeah, not 6R, sorry. 6M. Nice. Got the PTO on the front, looking good.
Yeah. Good details.
Yeah. So the next slide is going to be our first picture of the rice harvesting, the rice harvest. Not actual harvest, but the rice fields. So this picture here, we can see the trike truck coming up a dirt road, and the irrigation there is actively flooding the field right there. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Now I wonder, is that going to be like something that you turn on once and it's going to flood the field, and the water levels are going to stay a certain level the whole time until it goes down?
I don't know.
Or like, as it's growing, because does it need more water as it's growing? And then eventually they stop the water and let it dry out, then harvest.
Yeah.
Because the water does go down eventually, like they let it dry out so you can harvest.
Yeah.
I'm not a farmer, I'm not a rice farmer. But this does look cool. So you see the pipe there, it's pushing water out, and see a little engine here powering that pump system, which is cool. Nice rusty engine there. That's pretty cool. And then you got that. Nice. And then also, so you see some of the tree line behind us. So pretty cool to see that.
Yeah.
The green grass is back. They didn't really change the grass. So we'll have to see. Modders have changed the grass before, and we'll
What class you talk about?
more than likely the grass in the photo. So the grass may
Yeah,
have
if you
changed,
look,
but the
yeah,
color
look
kind of looks
behind.
the same. The
Class
grass
A going.
looks, yeah, the grass looks same green.
Yeah, plus say going.
Yeah. I like the different, like how Mr. T-Bone and Gaming Joy and the
Yeah.
person that did uh Chilliwack,
Yeah.
Chilliwack, because I like chili. And there's another one. So like on Silver Run, they changed it. Giants changed it on Silver Run. There was a little bit different grass textures on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is kind of like going back to the same kind of base green color, whatever they want to call it. But yeah, like I said, modders have changed that before, so we'll be able to hopefully see some better grass in the future. So here is the rice planting, and want to highlight something in the background is you can see once the picture changes over, the rice planting is looks like an Iseki planter here.
Yeah.
Once the picture changes over for you, see
Look at the
PC's
reflection.
world, welcome in. Yeah, the reflection, the water moving. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. I do like
Oh,
that.
it gives you
Then,
goosebumps,
so
doesn't it?
that's Iseki planter. That's a Japanese brand. And then what I wanted to show you guys is in the background over there, they got the greenhouses right there. And in the video, I think it shows the trike truck coming down from the greenhouses up there, coming down that's where the dirt road leads, I believe. And trike trucks coming down there loaded with the saplings or starts,
Ooh,
whatever you want to call them. They're not
what's bomb
saplings, I guess.
going off?
Little starts here for the rice starts. So you grow those in the greenhouse, and then you
Yeah.
transplant them to the rice field once it's flooded.
Really nice.
Yeah, it is nice. And this just kind of reminds me of the Silver Run planting the saplings when they were in the pallet and you put them into the planter,
Yeah.
the excavator planter. Kind of reminds me of that a little bit, but pretty cool. And wonder what else now that this type of mechanic is in the game, this type of
Yeah.
feature. Wonder if modders can take this and put other plants that you would transplant from a greenhouse to the field.
Yeah.
Wonder if there's like some way that modders can do that. Like you can transplant different crops from your greenhouse to the bigger field. Whatever the case may be. Maybe you could have a field of strawberries. That'd be really nice. And then mod the Oxbow harvester to harvest strawberries. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just shooting ideas here. But yeah, this they might call them shoots. Yeah, shoots. I believe that's another word for them. I always just call them starts. Like if you grow them in a greenhouse and then transplant them, that's your start. But yeah, shoots. Yeah, that's another one there. I've heard that. I believe I heard that before. So moving on here, another picture. So this is all the rice planting, and then we'll get into some pictures of the rice harvesting. But the rice planting is looking really cool. And what do you think about this, Brennan?
think it looks really good. It's something new. Wow, look at that.
Yeah,
That trike truck looks funny, doesn't it?
it does. I'm wondering if that's gonna be a really flippable truck there because it's got that front wheel. Now I wonder, is the mechanic gonna be like, is it gonna act like it only has one front wheel, or is it gonna act like
I don't know.
does it got four
Might be,
wheels, you know?
might be one. Would that be funny, Flips?
Yeah, it would be funny. And remember, we got motorcycles, dirt bikes in the game. Dirt bikes, I guess. Maybe not
Yeah.
motorcycles.
Oh yeah, dirt bike.
Not like chopper
We
motorcycles,
could be,
but
we could be climbing the mountains with them.
we got dirt bikes, yeah. Climbing up these mountains. That's another thing. So this is a pretty terrainy area. Um, it's on the coast here, and it's got some flat areas that flatten out from the hillside here. This is what I really would have liked to see on Silver Run, a little bit more of the
Yeah.
farmland mixed in with the forestry. This would have
Yeah.
been like this map, but in the Silver Run version is what I was wanting. So yeah, the trike truck coming down. You can see the pallet full of the shoots here of the rice shoots, and planter. I think that's a worker. Yeah, worker in the background there. So the worker will be able to plant this. Now, one thing looks like he's only doing the middle parts because he's got like headlands, and he's also got a part on this side that he didn't do. Now, maybe that's just where the person giant started the planter off, and that's how he went. But then, why wouldn't he continue up more?
I don't know.
Maybe you can't because there's going to be that berm right there where for the indentation of the field. I don't know. So maybe
We'll
you
have to
can't
find
you
out.
can't you can't you can't plant the whole field there. You're only going to be able to plant certain percentage, like that middle portion. That's interesting. I wonder if you plant it yourself, are you able to plant right up along the side? If you manually plant it, is it going to allow you to plant right there? Is it going to give you a certain area that you're allowed to plant? Like, is it going to show you you can plant right here, or is it going to tell you just like, oh, you this, can't plant this part, you know? Or is it,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So, lots of questions still here for this. Another thing to keep in mind is they said that the map is not done. It's not complete yet. It's almost done. It's getting near there, but it's not 100%. So some of this stuff is still gonna be, they said it's still gonna be polished. There's still some things that are gonna be changed or added or whatnot. So do keep that in mind. So this next picture, we'll let that go up on the starts are starts, shoots are ready to plant. All right. So we got shoots and ladders now. And chili.
Oh, look at that. Logging.
Yep, we got logging. So this answers a question because there really hasn't been anything with forestry put out. I don't think there's been anything with the fact sheets of forestry that been put out so far. So this is really, other than on the Giants website, like a few days ago, we looked and there was some forestry equipment
Yep.
in that list of equipment for 25. If you go
Yeah.
on there and look, there's forestry equipment listed. Other than that, which that's not really announcing it, but they just snuck it in there, let people see it. Other than that, this is like the first forestry announcement. There's going to be forestry work in the game, so pretty cool to see this. And then
Yeah.
you see the is that Komatsu? Um, it's not Rodney. Yeah, there's the tree harvester down there harvesting. So looks like, I guess it's a dead tree what it's harvesting there.
Yeah, we know what it's probably doing.
I'm curious to see, are you going to be allowed to cut the trees that are healthy? You're only going to be allowed to do selective logging. Go in there and log out the dead trees and use those for your lumber. Because the forestry isn't going to be a big part, I don't think. It's mainly going to be the rice, the East Asia map, I don't think that they're going to have
And the
too
Great
much to do with
Lanes.
forestry. Yeah, all this is speculation. So another thing I wanted to highlight here once the picture changes over is I kind of snooped this here. This looks to be, maybe it's the same type of tree. Um, Kind of looks like a ponderosa pine, but at the top there,
Yeah.
you can see that it's split at the top.
Huh.
So that's kind of a different tree,
That's
different
pretty
looking
cool.
tree. It might be a totally different tree than ponderosa pine. I don't know. People probably like, oh, you
Yeah.
don't know your trees. I don't. So, but it is cool. And then you see like what looks to be lodgepole pines, right?
Yeah.
From the Silver Run DLC. So wouldn't be out of the question to assume that might be a ponderosa pine.
Yeah.
But yeah, just something I'd show you guys right there. Pretty cool looking. Here's a good shot. This is nice. So once picture changes over for this one, you guys can see the harbor, and this is pretty cool. Nice shot that they gave you. It's like a stormy shot.
Oh
Um,
wow, look at that.
you see the rain coming down. It's being blown by the wind a little bit. Just looks
Yeah.
like a stormy harbor. It's got the lighthouse out there lighting the way for the ships to come in. So pretty cool. So diving into this picture, looks like you do have some sort of grain silo on the docks
Nick,
there.
is
On the
that your
left
car going off?
side, that's not my car. On the left side, you have cranes over here. Now, those cranes might just be for these boats down here. You can also see that there's fishing boats down here.
Yeah.
Um, what look to be fishing boats. I mean, I would assume they're fishing boats, but they could be private,
Yeah.
like little yachts or something. But cool, you guys see those little cranes on the side there. Not sure if we're going to be able to use those for anything, but it's kind of cool detail that they added. And then behind the lighthouse, you can see the big ship, which is going to be called the Fellowship.
Yeah.
And there's cranes lined up on the dock. I don't think those, unless those are on the ship, if the ship's
Yeah.
there. I
That's
don't know if
pretty
the ship's
cool.
always there or not. That'd be cool if the ship left, if we could load
Yeah.
it up and once you
And
sell
leave
something, it leaves,
like the
after you
train
sell the
does.
harvest. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Like after like say like 10 seconds after the selling stops, the train just automatic the not the train, but the or maybe you could send it off like a train. That way it'd be
Yeah.
better. But yeah, pretty cool shot here. And then you see like some of the terrain, the mountain. There's kind of a defined mountain in the background there. Pretty cool there. Let's check another picture out. So some more forestry work coming up here. And yeah, that is the Komatsu forest harvester there. So yeah, forestry, nice. And so this looks like I said, it looks like a dead tree.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they just chose the dead tree to show
Probably.
off, or like I said, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but selective logging, it kind of was on Silver Run because you couldn't log those sequoias out, but I think that was to prevent the game from glitching out. I don't know.
And we did that glitching when we were doing that before.
Yeah, those sequoias, man, they'll glitch your game.
But like that tons
So
of money.
next picture here, we have the Iseki Japan 613. It might be the 6130.
Yeah.
The picture's kind of cut off there, but yeah, pretty cool.
There's a
Nice
rice
looking,
harvester.
nice looking harvest here. So you can see the rice being picked up, harvested, and kind of see like the dirty roots there, and then the
Yeah.
clean rice on the top going in. So I wonder if that's like a blade right there that just cuts it, and then the bottoms fall off the side.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. So I don't think these are gonna have the Kubota passenger support. I don't think there's room for another person in this one.
Yeah.
But That's another thing. You know, Kubota is going to be base game. That's another thing that's been announced is Kubota will be base game. Been confirmed. And so with that Kubota, now is it just the Kubota brand that they're bringing base game, or will they also bring that feature, that mechanic
Mm,
that came with it to the base game? Hopefully, fingers crossed, we have passenger support base game.
hopefully.
Yeah, I don't know if that's been announced or confirmed anywhere, so that's what I'm
We
saying.
haven't talked
Hopefully, we
about
got
it
it.
yet in the fact sheets.
Yeah, I got those fact sheets listed in my Discord as well. You guys can check those out. If
Yeah.
you're not part of the Discord, get you the invite here. Be sure to check out the rules section when you go in there if it's your first time in there. So this is one of my favorite pictures here. I absolutely love this picture. This just gives you like the feel of a town, you know. This is what I really loved about Silver Run was the town area and the
Yeah.
houses, and it feels like you know, I know a lot of farming is done, you know, way out in the middle of nowhere. That's where a lot of the farming is done. But when you have, for the game purpose, when you have a town that you can live in, it just really brings the map to life, and you have a town that you can go to. You can even
Yeah.
role play. Think about all the role play options with this new map coming out. So yeah, I'm really excited for the town area. It's very different than what we've had before. All of the Japanese style buildings. It's really cool to see that. A lot of time has been put into this. These are all new buildings. These aren't any buildings that have been brought back, I don't think, from previous versions. Even the telephone poles here, power poles, are different.
Yeah. It's gonna be pretty cool map.
Yep.
I think it's gonna be a fun map to play on.
So another big thing here once the camera goes. Another thing that's been announced and confirmed, everybody.
Baby apples.
Baby animals. So what do you think about this, Brennan?
Yay! Yay! It's pretty cool. The game
Yeah.
changer, right?
Yeah, it's awesome, you know, because the thing with this is being on PC, I've
Yeah,
had
that's the
the
mod.
I've had the mod before, and it's an awesome mod. So seeing this in the base game for everybody, it is awesome. It's something that everybody can have now. Um, and also, we've seen where modders can add different animals into the game. So we may see different animals, different. We've seen baby ducks before in maps, so that would be cool to see maybe potentially. But yeah, this baby pig here, it looks like some good detail. It looks like he's smiling too.
Yeah, it's happy. It's happy.
All right.
Would that be fun if you actually joining with the mod?
Yeah, so now I wonder if you can buy them as piglets like that, raise them up all the
Yeah,
way from pretty much essentially from birth, right? You know, raise them up
yeah,
from a piglet to a pork chop.
bacon.
Yeah, he's baking bits right now.
Yeah, bacon.
Yeah, so you could definitely a good way to role play having a pig farm, you know, bringing in all these pigs and what do they call that feed they feed or raise them? Is that what they're called?
Yeah,
I don't know the exact terminology, so sorry. Another picture here showing off the baby animals, and this is just I just can't get past that. You know, the baby animals are gonna be for everybody. It's gonna be base
yeah,
game. First day, you're gonna be able to go put down a cow pasture or buffalo pasture or pig pasture or you know a horse pasture. Oh my goodness! Imagine the baby colts. Those are gonna be nice. So here we have the baby buffalo, I believe. I think this is the baby buffalo.
yeah.
And yeah, a little cute buffalo there, baby buffalo. So another one,
Look at those buffaloes.
the buffalo is new to the game. There hasn't been buffalo before, and these are water buffalo. These are the Asian buffalo. But so with this, I wonder if like maybe on the American map we could get American bison. That'd be
Oh,
cool.
look at that goats.
And we have the goats here, everybody. The goats are gonna be in
Look,
FS25.
just walk, play around with the mother.
Yep.
With the mother, hanging out, right?
Yeah. Now all you Goat Simulator fans can come on over to Farm Sim now.
Yeah. The mother said, "Quit playing around, right?"
Right? Quit messing around. And they're looking good. I like how they're looking. You can see. So we're probably gonna be able to get goat milk,
Yeah.
and then from the goat milk, I would assume goat cheese. That would
Good,
be good.
good
That'd be a nice
details.
production.
Look at the details.
Yeah, we still have this fencing here, but that's pretty cool. I like this fencing coming
Yeah.
around. They got I don't know if it was orange before though. Was it orange
It
or was
was.
it black?
Yeah, no, it was orange.
It was orange. Okay.
So the little ghost was happy, and the mother ghost says, "Just look happy."
Yep.
And she doesn't look happy at all.
I think this is still on the East Asia map. This all these
Yes.
pictures here. Most of these are on the East Asia map. Yeah, we're still on East Asia map here. So another thing that's curious is so your cow is stuck on the road again. Call us. We move your cow. We moo your cow. They should have said that. We moo your cow.
Oh wow. Oh, look at
um,
that.
what do you think about that, Brennan?
Oh wow, it looks like an actual city this time.
Yeah, so maybe correct me if I'm wrong, everybody, but from Giants, this is probably the most densely populated city they've put into a map.
And the neons too.
Um, all the other cities are kind of, I want to say kind of rural towns.
Country in the
This
country.
this is an actual city here. This looks like,
Yeah.
they got a harbor, they got what looks to be like maybe a highway going by as well, and then the city is just they got some of these skyscrapers here, which some of them are pretty tall. We
Yeah.
got one, two, three, four, five, six, going up 7 floors almost on some of these buildings here. So
Yeah.
pretty
Looks pretty
nice.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta get my hats off to Giants here because
This is the
um,
first.
it's just something that it's just so different than what we've been used to, and I think it's gonna be a welcome change, honestly. I think
Yeah.
it's gonna be popular. There's gonna be plenty of farming to do on it, so you
Yeah.
know the farming hasn't changed. If you still want to harvest corn and soybeans, you can come onto this map and do corn and soybeans.
Yeah.
But just having that city change, like I said, it brings the map to life, and you
Yeah.
know, I don't know how much of a footprint this adds to it. Looks like this might be like the corner of a map because they have the harbor right there. I would
Yeah.
assume that's the corner of the map. So you probably have like the rest of the map from here to do the farming, the forestry, all that stuff.
Well,
Um,
I think
and
it's
it
cool.
looks like the town, yeah, it looks like right here is the corner of the map, harbor, and then the town kind of
Uh,
radiates from the city downtown area.
yeah. You can't wait, Nicor.
I can't wait. November 12th can't come close enough. So next picture here is getting back to the farming. I'm sure you guys all want to see the farming pictures here. So this picture definitely
That
does,
little Kubota.
yeah, it definitely does confirm Kubota's in the game there.
Yeah. One of them was
And
hauling.
looks like TMR.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the video it shows
Is
Kubota
that
coming
one
in
of those
here.
little trucks again on the road?
Yeah, truck
Look at
truck
that.
coming up the road. They just
I
drive
know.
it on the right side of the road there.
Yeah.
Do they drive on the right side of the road in Japan?
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like they're hauling TMR into looks like to be an animal shed here, probably for the buffalo.
Yeah. With cows.
This one's kind of out of place here, but yeah, heading back to the city on this one. Do appreciate everybody coming in. What's everybody's thoughts on the East Asia map so far? Put a 1 in chat if you like it, put a 2 in chat if you're not sure about it, and then put a 3 in
So
chat if you
you,
dislike it.
you see that purple sign? What does it say?
I'm putting a 1 because I like it so far. So the sign says number 1, ramen in town.
Maybe some
Buy
ramen noodles.
Yeah, ramen noodles. Buy 2 get 1 free.
That could be a production.
It could be. It could be a
Look at the sword behind the truck.
harvest some wheat, turn into pasta.
Look at the sword behind the red band.
What is that? Like a one of those tea shops, those bubble teas.
Maybe
I've
get
had those
cheesecake
bubble
tea.
teas before. The tea's not bad. I don't like the bubbles though. I don't know, something about them give me a stomach ache.
But you see the eggs. You see the eggs.
The eggs where?
You
Easter
know
eggs.
yeah, you see the eggs on the sign too. The egg. You notice
Oh,
at the end of the trailer said that there was a chicken.
I do see that. That's good, Brennan.
Maybe probably have production with eggs.
Yeah, you could have to. So maybe you have to make the ramen. You add eggs to the ramen production.
We got a little bit of Spanish, too.
Maybe you can. Maybe you can add different
This
things
sort
to
of
that production and make like teriyaki chicken,
this sort of a green leaf look like spinach almost.
spinach. Yeah, I thought you said spinach.
Maybe we make it like a
Spinach.
big old ramen noodles bowl for production. That'd be
All right.
cool. Buy buy 2, get 1 free.
So those pictures there, we're coming into some of these other pictures here. So the previous pictures were taken as screenshots from the trailer. These
Yeah.
pictures here coming up are directly from the Giants website that they released on their website. You
Oh,
can
look at
also
that.
check them out.
Look at the fall leaves.
Yeah, definitely fall time here, right?
That's pretty good.
Looks like you can also see another tree over there split at the top into multiple branches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that road.
Yeah, pretty steep incline here on the road here. Some tight turning.
You see that
But
little truck? It's gonna be a truck we will drive.
I just love this. You could role play any of these houses. You could put a sleep trigger at, a
Yeah.
modded sleep trigger and just role play. That's your
Maybe it's like
house.
time.
Yeah.
Right?
Like I could live over here, Brendan can live down there, or Brendan can live up here, I can live down there. Or
Yeah.
across the street from each other.
We light up each other in the mornings.
Yep. John can live over here, top of the hill.
You see that semi there? That truck?
Yeah, little truck there, nice.
Wonder that
Those are
truck
gonna
is
be
like that.
those are gonna be king on this map. Those little trucks like that.
Yeah.
Pretty popular.
Uh,
Yep. FS25 coming soon, everybody. Get your pre-orders in. We got 3-1 so far in chat. 3 people liking the map so far. Nice, nice.
oh, look at that. That is a big game changer, Nickor.
Yep. This looks like where we were looking at in the city. This looks like the harbor on the right side.
Oh, wow. I never seen anything like this before, had you?
Not from Giants, no.
Did
And
you see the cement truck?
kind of not even from at this scale, except for there might be a couple maps, but not really at this scale for the city.
PA Proud Boy.
Welcome in,
Yeah,
welcome in, Jason.
yeah, look at that cement truck, Nicker. The other truck.
Yep, cement trucks. That's AI traffic there. That's one thing I was gonna mention is like, so
Is that part of the city?
are we gonna
Look
get
at that.
these trucks? Like, that would be really nice to get that one truck. That orange truck right there. Get
Yeah.
that in different colors.
Is that part of the city we're looking at too?
Yep, that's the main city there in
Look at
the
the tall
middle.
towers.
Then looks like even a smokestack on the right side. And
Yeah.
then I don't know if you can really see all the way over there. Looks like unfinished buildings.
Looks like a big hotel
Looks
on
like
the left.
construction buildings. Yeah, some kind of hotel. There's like a patio area on top of that building. You think it's a hotel?
Wow. Look at the
Yeah.
detail. Look at the detail of the roads and the sidewalks.
I like the docks. Look at the docks over there. Wood coming
Yeah.
down on the dock there. Seawall.
This is awesome.
Yeah, it is looking pretty good. I'm excited. Excited to go explore it.
Wow.
Here's a non-stormy shot of the harbor. I appreciate you, Jason.
Oh, that looks good too. Look at that big boat.
Don't forget, you guys can also rewatch this later on whenever you guys got time. Try to keep it under an hour for your viewing pleasure.
Hey, look at the water reflections, Nicker.
Yeah. So it says Star Musili. I don't know. Is that Musili or
I don't know.
something else? It says Star and then Fellowship there. I'm thinking the Fellowship's going to be the name of the company, and then the actual name of the ship's going to be the Star Musili.
I want to be able to get on it on the boat.
Musili, maybe. I don't know how to say that.
The sport a boat, you know.
Look at that pier, and the jetty.
Yeah.
Oh man, look at the jetty down there. Look at that. Look at the concrete wall there,
Yeah.
seawall.
Pretty cool.
That's awesome. I love that they put that in there. They put like looks like they put a barbed wire fencing on the top of that fence.
My
Is
God.
is that what that is? What? It looks like a person. It looks like
What's that giant
looks
making?
like what do they call that? The Azkaban prison?
Yeah.
The one in San Francisco.
So that's basically the watchtower.
The rock. Looks like the rock out there.
Yeah.
So, wonder if that's not a production build like another roller coaster or like the roller coaster.
Could be.
Could be, could be. PC World says rice noodles. Noodles. Nice. Another thing, you see the terrain. Just look at the terrain of the map here.
Yeah. Look at the mountains.
What does it say on that siloed SV? This grain something? Suyu. Yeah, you grain something.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this next picture. Wait till this next picture comes up, everybody. Everybody's gonna love this next picture. I wonder how many people are gonna go watch this. How many of you are gonna go watch the sunset on this
Oh,
map?
wow. Oh, that was cool. Look at the buildings too.
Because the sunrise and the sunsets are gonna be awesome. I bet you.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that terrain. So it's got like a gradual gradual cascade down.
Yeah.
So that really shows you kind of where we're at. And then at the very top, look at those power lines. Look at those power lines at the very top going across.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
You got the water lilies, lily pads.
This map looks good.
They're also going to have cherry blossom trees. They're going to have cherry blossom trees. They're actually said they're going to plant more. There's still more cherry blossoms to be planted.
Does this map look good, Dinko?
Yep. Looking really good. Looking really good. Look, you can walk across the pond there.
Yeah.
Step from stone to stone. Loving the lights. Like, look at the lanterns that they put on the buildings, too.
Yeah.
So at
Wow.
nighttime, imagine at nighttime walking through here, walking through your little garden area, your little pond area here,
Yeah.
and you just got the lights, the lanterns lighting your way. That's gonna be cool.
Giants, you did a good job.
Definitely excited. I'm definitely excited.
You can't believe Come on, November 12th.
See, Jason says they need to add a boat to utilize that water, then
yeah.
one can float around.
Look, just that truck again.
Yeah, there's that truck, so definitely gonna be able to use that truck. You got the
Have a
rice
couple of it.
harvester here.
Have a couple of those.
I wonder if you could even. It'd be cool if you could have a hitch and then pull two trail, like pull the one on the back
Yeah.
and then pull another trailer.
It might.
Yep. There's definitely gonna be some modded versions of these coming out. Which will be nice. I'm gonna be using some of those for sure. I think like so for me, I'm gonna start a small rice farm. Now, I don't know exactly how I'm gonna start that. I kind of want to start like, maybe just having some chickens and
Yeah.
selling the eggs, buying the wheat or whatever and
Yeah.
selling the eggs and eventually buying a field to do rice, that'd be cool. So,
Yeah.
who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Definitely
The
gonna.
details. Look at the buildings too.
Yeah, this is down in the city area, harvesting rice
Yeah.
right outside the city. So there's a field here there's fields right outside the city. So look at the field after it's been harvested. That looks pretty cool. Nice texture there. So I zoomed in on that truck. Doesn't look very good, but you can probably make out what it says there.
Lizard. Lizard. We know what it says, Nicole.
What does it say?
Lizard. Lizard.
Oh man.
Not a bad looking truck.
Yeah. License plates on it. Nice. So this next photo looking pretty cool. So one thing I want to add is on the video. If you guys haven't watched the video, go watch the video. Watch it after this podcast though, and go watch that video the Giants put out.
Oh my God! Look at that combine.
Look at the Massey here. That's an older style Massey.
Are we
That's
gonna use
nice.
that one for the US map that combine?
I'll use that Massey for sure. That's a good
Oh,
looking Massey there.
wow.
So on the video, it shows the train going over the tracks, and you can see in this picture here. Do you see it? Look how high that overpass is for that train line.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty high up there, honestly. And check out what's above the train line there. there's power overhead lines there.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if there's going to be a second train because the train that they showed us is a fueled power train. Doesn't have any way to connect to
Yeah.
the power lines there. So I'm wondering if there's
Yeah.
going to be a second train on here.
Yeah. Probably says it's about time to get a nice old school Massey.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
there's
like Tanner too.
I think there's a growing number of people that would like to see,
Old
you
school.
know, we don't need an old gen game. I mean, that might be cool too if Giants wants to do that, spin that off old gen game. But it's cool. It's nice to have that old generation farming. A lot of these people that are playing this game grew up with this
The,
stuff, you know, they grew
and
up with this type
they're
of,
cheaper to buy.
yeah, they grew up with
West
this
that
type
be
of
West that would be a
combines,
West that would
harvesters.
be a West that would be a starting combine for the map core.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Starting combine. Yeah, because we're gonna need straw for cows for sure on the Arkansas map.
That looks better than the green one we had on Elm Creek, right? That came with the Elm Creek.
Yeah. So we were talking about the neons, the bright lights and the neons, and here you can clearly see some of those bright lights and neons, everybody.
What's the scene sign say? Arcade? Hey, arcade, of course.
Neon Arcade, open daily. They got Noodle Coop.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be something about noodles on it.
Yeah, there's gonna be.
What do you think?
They got Bob's Records. That looks like a
Oh,
That looks like a Nashville sign there.
Bob's Records. You think there's gonna be? You think there's gonna be something how we gonna
They
make noodles?
they should have put that. Like, what if they made like a little town on the edge of the Arkansas map and it was like that was supposed to be like the edge of Memphis or something? That sign would have been funny to put there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Bob's guitar? No, Bob's Records. Yeah, Bob's Records. So, then there's what is that? Coop Haven? What does that say? Coop Haven? That looks like an ice cream spot.
yeah.
So they got Coop Haven and then Noodle Coop.
Or is there gonna be something with noodle? Because there's another noodle.
Why are they
Easter egg.
saying coop though? Like it's got to be something with chicken coop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe we thought we could chop up the chicken. Sorry.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it for the East Asian map, everybody. There's going to be more information coming out. There's also going to be an actual there's going to be a tour walkthrough of the map that Giants is going to do. So stay tuned for that from Giants and Farming Simulator.
That's gonna
Um,
be awesome.
I think it was just good to go over some of these items that we have here. I don't think I covered some of this stuff before in the podcast, so we're going to go over some of the spinach. Spinach is in the game. These are some of the growth states and facts here. You can check that out. So it's going to be grown from April, and then it's going to be harvested in June. It's going to grow from July to September. Or if you plant it right after harvested, maybe yeah. No, June, July. Yep, never mind.
I think Boost this was live.
Nice, nice. We'll give him a rate after this. So the yield per hectare here is 23 23,100 liters per hectare there. The average selling price is going to be $660 per 1,000 liters. So that's actually pretty good compared to the premium crops like the carrots. That's almost double the price of like the carrots.
Yeah.
Seeds per hectare is going to be 10 liters, so it's going to be pretty low on the seeds here. You're going to be only using 10 liters of seed for 23,100 liters of spinach.
Yeah.
So the growth duration is 3 months. You can harvest it twice. You can't, this is a fresh crop, so you're not going to be able to store it. You have to sell it. So
Yeah.
pretty much you're just going to have to role play that you're harvesting and you're taking it directly to the producer or distributor, whoever you want to call it. And then, so it's harvested during June, July, and September and October. Planted in March and April. Planted through March. So if you planted in March, it's going to be ready for harvest in June. And if you planted in April, what? It's going to be ready for harvest in September? I don't know. That's a little off thrown there. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. So here's the spinach harvester. You can see this in action here. The Oxbow. Nice to see some more Oxbow equipment making its way to the game. And so with this, Oxbow is going to be base game. And that's going to open it up to modders. Like I always say this, it's going to open it up to modders. So, yeah, I think we're going to see some variations of this harvester coming out. And maybe even harvesting different crops for different maps. What do you think about the spinach harvester here, Brennan?
Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
Are you excited about spinach?
Probably. Something doesn't hurt to try out, right?
Yeah. I think a lot of people, and I can kind of see where they're coming from on this. A lot of people, I've seen some comments saying that, instead of like spinach, we should have got like alfalfa
Yeah.
or clover or something, something a different grass, a different grass to plant.
Yeah.
Um, and then that would have also tied into
The U.S. map.
the U.S. map and also the dairy farming. The dairy farmer would have changed like that. Like so, not so much unless I don't know how much like production you can do with spinach. You probably can it, right? But what else are you doing it? You're gonna sell it fresh or you're gonna can it.
Yeah.
Um, with if you would have added alfalfa, not only can you sell it, maybe you can put it in a production somewhere, probably. I don't know. But you can feed it to your cows and you can make different variation TMR with it. You'd be like, well, this is a TMR with alfalfa, you know.
Oh my God, Plowboy. What's what Plowboy said? He spelled my name wrong.
Yeah, just start
It's
using
B,
a
it's BRENON. Plowboy.
start using a sailor hat.
Yeah.
Popeye, the copyright on Popeye expires at the end of the year.
Is it?
Yeah, January 1st. And be able to use Popeye's I think you can use Popeye tune and the character likeness.
Yeah.
So peas also announced another fresh crop. So Jason says that the peas and green beans should be direct sell also. Yeah. So these are going to be fresh crops, fresh vegetables, selling that directly to the distributor or putting it into a production. And so I'm thinking like all of these you're probably going to be able to can. And they've already had the
Yeah.
canning production in Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
So I'm fairly certain, hasn't been confirmed you're going to be able to can these, but I can pretty much go ahead and say that there's going to be a canning production probably associated with these.
Yeah.
But like I said, nothing's been confirmed on that. I don't believe canning. So here we have growth states and facts of peas here. Pea
Oh yeah.
farm, gonna have a pea farm.
Oh, I think it was the green beans.
Yeah, green
Maybe.
beans are next. Max
Oh yeah.
yield per hectare 9,600 and average selling price. So these, wow, look at these. Average selling price $3,119 on difficulty easy. So I'm gonna assume they're gonna be like 2,700 on medium, 2,200 on hard, somewhere around there. Maybe those are
Yeah.
low, but so even on medium, you're probably gonna get at least 2,700 per
Yeah.
thousand liters. That's nice. Peas are gonna be a big selling crop there. Seeds per hectare, 250 liters per hectare there. Growth duration 4 months.
So that's probably a production you can them too, right?
So you're not going to be able to, yeah, you'll probably be able to can these, like I said. You're not going to be able to harvest these twice. The spinach you can harvest twice, but the peas doesn't look like you're going to be able to double crop this. Now, I wonder if you could do like peas and then wheat, plant the wheat in August or something, if you're able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if you're able to harvest in July. Because so if you planted in March, I wonder if you can harvest in July. Or if you plant in April, maybe you're harvesting in, yeah, August says here. Oh, July through September. Harvest through July through September. That's what it says. Nice.
Hey, Hodge.
Hey, Hodge One. Welcome in. So here we have the pea harvester, another oxbow. This is the EPD 540E.
I tell you, Oxbow's gonna be big in this game, isn't it?
Say that 5 times fast. That's gonna be awesome. I think the oxbow is really cool. I know that's I think it's like a UK brand,
I think when it first
but
came out 22, we loaded trees in them, right?
yeah, oxbow's pretty big in the US, honestly. There's lots of oxbow farmers out there. What'd you say? Sorry, Brendan.
I think we loaded trees in the trailer.
Yeah,
It wasn't meant for trees.
where at?
On Camp U92,
Oh,
remember
I
that?
thought you were talking about gameplay trailer. So here we got the unloading of the peas, and that looks pretty cool, I'm gonna say. I do like the animation of that unloading, and I like how the peas look inside the trailer.
Oh, wow.
So that's looking pretty nice. I'm liking that. Look at that. Look at that harvester. Just look at the middle part.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Yep. So the next here, this is gonna be the last few slides here, everybody. We have green beans, and this is one. Like I like the spinach, I like the peas, I like the green beans, but like the green beans, I really like honestly. Green beans, everybody likes green beans, right? Everybody likes green beans.
Green beans.
So growth states and facts here for the green beans. Max yield per hectare is going to be 13,950 liters. I like how they put the max yield. That's a little bit different than we've seen, and I've been reading this off, but
Yeah.
just now kind of noticing that that's kind of, have they put the max yields before? Did they put max yield in for 22 crops?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I have to go back and look. So this is telling you, like, how much you're going to get per hectare.
Yeah.
You're only going to get 13,950 liters per hectare here, the max yield. That's doing everything right, fertilizing, plowing, or whatever, lime, rolling probably.
Mhm.
See, average selling price. This is going to be difficulty easy. Keep that in mind. It's be 2,160. So on medium, it's probably going to drop down below 2,000. And then on hard, it's probably going to drop down to like probably 1,500, 1,400. But even on hard, green beans pulling in 1,400 per 1,000 liters is pretty good.
Yeah.
Seeds per hectare, 280. Those are just estimates as well, everybody. Seeds per hectare, 280 liters per hectare there. Growth duration is going to be 4 months. Planted in April through June. You harvest through August and November. And you can see the growth states. One thing that I think that they said about the spinach as well is with the spinach, the first crop that you do is going to look bushier than the second crop on that field, I believe. I think that's what is going to happen. So Grow State 1, Grow State 2. And you can see this is on the Arkansas farm here. You can see a sunset sunflower farm in the back. And then another thing, you can see a scarecrow on this harvested section. Grow State 3, Grow State 4, ready to harvest, harvested,
Yep.
and then withered.
It's pretty
So,
cool, isn't it?
yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's got the withered there. You can see the withered beans.
Nice.
Yep, nice,
Nice.
nice.
Yeah,
Definitely gonna be ready to harvest some green beans, right?
yeah, this game go had lots. This game go had lots to do, isn't it?
It is. It's gonna have lots to do, and it's gonna be kind of overwhelming at first. We're gonna have to jump right in and get to it.
Mhm. Get to work.
I don't want to make like two series on the same map. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So definitely, we're gonna have to have Brennan do a series on one of these maps as well, like the Arkansas map, just down south from you.
Yeah,
Flying down south. Maybe that's the name of your series there, Brennan.
yeah. Down south.
Down south. Down south farming.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see that harvester going, looks pretty nice. Looks awesome. And that's gonna have a capacity, so you're gonna be able to just harvest and go. Have a truck come up alongside you if you want to. And so the last picture here is just the withered soybeans here. Not soybeans, green beans. They look like withered soybeans. They're ready to harvest soybeans, I guess. But yeah, that's gonna be it, everybody.
When the gates come out, time to get to work, right?
Yep. If you haven't got your pre-orders in, you do get the MacDon pack with the pre-order, so you'll be able to swath on day one. I think you'll probably just have to buy it separately if you don't pre-order, so you could still get it just separately, I believe. There was some confusion with, I really hope Giants kind of clears this up. So in 22, they released special editions for the game. So if you bought the game in
Yeah.
America, you got the Black Mac Anthem, right? If you bought the game in the UK, you got that one tractor. I forgot what it's called, but the Polish, whatever it was, Turbo, and um, yeah. So I'm not sure how that's gonna work this time around. I really hope that, like, even though, like, so I'm from America, like, at least let me buy those other special editions, like, for 99 cents or something. You know what I mean? That's what my hope would be. Um, like, on 22, though, there was a way I got all of mine for free, even though I bought the Black Mac Black Anthem. Bought that one, got that, but then there was like ways that you could put in codes. Somebody had a website with all the codes listed. You put in all those codes and you could get all the other special editions. So there might be something like that, and you can just put in the code. People put them online again.
Yeah.
But like I said, I would hope that you can buy all those separately, you know. And honestly, if you get the season pass, that should all be included. But yeah, I think that's good for a podcast episode here, everybody. I want to thank Brennan Gaiman for coming in and chatting with us. And I want to thank all of you for coming in and watching, listening. Check this podcast out on my channel, Nuclear Salmon YouTube.
Yeah.
If you guys like what you saw, you can add a fuel rod to the reactor by clicking the thumbs up down below. If you did not like what you've seen, you can drop a cracked fuel rod in the reactor by hitting the thumbs down below. If you drop that cracked fuel rod in the reactor, you might cause a meltdown, so be sure to leave a comment down below. And yeah, hope you all have a great day. Be safe, have fun, and stay salty fresh. This is Nuclear Salmon. You're listening to